Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and one of the biggest talking points today is ESPN and Peacock and Wrestlepalooza, and it's all really complicated, but we've got a folder here that's got everything in, but I'm just going to start by giving you the headlines, and then I think if you want to, you can just skip this. What I'll do is I'll give you the headlines and then I'll show you where I got the information from so that you can see like my workings out, right? So the headline is that Clash in Paris is going to be the last premium live event pay-per-view that's going to be on Peacock. As soon as we get to Wrestlepalooza, which was announced today, that's on September 20th, then it moves over to ESPN. So Wrestlepalooza is going to be on ESPN, and all the premium live events after that, so Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Elimination Chamber, all the stuff next year as well, it's all going to be on ESPN, right? So the last PLE on Peacock, that is going to be Clash in Paris. Now, before you go racing over to get rid of your Peacock subscription, right, you need to know that actually there's been a few other little developments. So Saturday night's main event that's normally on TV in America, that is now moving to Peacock. The same people that own NBC, they own Peacock, they've decided it's in their best interest to actually move Saturday night's main event to Peacock. And I think the reason for that is because they know a lot of people are going to unsubscribe from Peacock now. So they need to try and get you to stay. So what they've done is they've gone, right, let's move Saturday night's main event there. There's another 2 Saturday night's main events this year. And actually the final one is going to be John Cena's retirement. They have confirmed the final Saturday night's main event will be December 13th. And that will be John Cena's retirement match. So that will be shown on Peacock. So they've got Saturday night's main event going over to Peacock. They've also still got the NXT premium live events. The NXT premium live events don't move to ESPN. It's only the main roster ones that move to ESPN. So NXT PLEs are on Peacock. The archive footage, the library, all the old stuff, that stays on Peacock till at least the end of this year. A lot of people are thinking then it might go to YouTube. We don't know what deals are being done in the background. They could announce something in regards to that. We know ESPN are interested in that kind of back catalogue, in that tape library, right? They are interested in all those old shows. So it could go ESPN, but at the moment that stays on Peacock as well. And as we said, Saturday night's main event, that moves to Peacock. So lots to digest, lots to get your head around. This only affects America. So if you are in the UK or Europe or something like that, this doesn't affect you. This just affects America. And it kind of sucks in a way because it means that you sort of need to keep your Peacock subscription. You need to be subscribed to ESPN. Of course, you need CW Network to watch NXT. You need your Netflix subscription to watch Raw. You need access to USA Network so that you can watch SmackDown. Like, everything is so spread out. Like, I do understand the frustration. I really do understand the frustration. The other thing I've been asked is, how do I watch these shows on ESPN? And it's going to be on their new app, their new direct-to-consumer app. And apparently that launches tomorrow. So my understanding is that if you have got an ESPN subscription, then you should be able to get this app for free. You should be able to just get this app. And this app launches tomorrow. It's this app that you need, right? But I don't think it works for like all providers. So my understanding is that if you've got ESPN as part of your YouTube TV package, apparently you're not going to get the app. They haven't sorted the deal out yet. I don't know what deal they need to sort, but there's an issue that they need to resolve. So it's a bit messy. This whole thing is a bit messy, to be honest, and I hope I've explained it as well as possible. So let's have a look at this, and hopefully this will bring clarity to the bulk of what I've just said, right? So if you want to skip, because you've kind of got all the information, if you want to skip, you can go to the next folder. I always put timestamps in the description. But we can just kind of dig into things and you can get a bit of clarity if you're still struggling. So the WWE deal with Peacock for premium live events is going to wrap up with Clash in Paris. So Clash in Paris will be the last PLE on Peacock. It appears all future events go to ESPN. What happened was they've got a deal with Peacock and they have to do so many shows a year. But because SummerSlam was 2 nights and we added Evolution, apparently they've done all the shows they have to do. So they had to do, say, 10 a year. Well, they've done 10. Clash in Paris will be number 10. So that means that they can now go to ESPN earlier than they were expecting to. So the final show on Peacock is Clash in Paris. Everything goes to ESPN. And so it says there's still a lot of questions, but as we said, since this came out, there's been a few answers that we've managed to find. So Brady, thank you. Silverback, thank you. Here is the logo and the poster. This is Wrestlepalooza. So it has now been announced it's going to be in Indianapolis and it's going to take place September 20th. This is the first show on ESPN. Streams exclusively on ESPN and on Netflix for those internationally, right? Some people have asked me about what I think about the poster. I mean, it's pretty standard. It's not really anything too much to get excited about. I don't mind it. I think the name's fine. It's a new name. I know it's an old ECW show, but it's a new name for a new era. That's what Triple H was saying. In fact, here he is, look. A new home, a new PLE, a new era, a historic partnership, and a major step towards the future. So he's very excited about this ESPN deal. So Clash in Paris, the final show on Peacock, and then the first show on ESPN is Wrestlepalooza. And Wrestlepalooza is going to be in Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. And when I looked at that, apparently that can hold about 18,000. That's the capacity, right? So just me, thank you. TGR BND, thanks. Here's ESPN just saying that, and just confirming that's going to be their first show, Wrestlepalooza, but they're also going to be showing Crown Jewel and Survivor Series this year. And of course, they'll have Rumble, WrestleMania, they'll have everything next year, right? All the PLEs, the main roster PLEs, go to ESPN. Okay, then we've got this. So just a little bit of a breakdown. I don't know if there was anything in here that we needed to be aware of. All about Wrestlepalooza. Oh, I think there was that bit, wasn't there? All WWE PLEs will be available on ESPN's new direct-to-consumer streaming service earlier than was previously announced, with select simulcasting on ESPN linear platforms. So it's going to definitely be on the app. Some shows might be shown on ESPN as well. This is interesting. So Wrestlepalooza will feature a massive headline attraction with John Cena taking on an opponent he hasn't faced in more than a decade. No mention of Brock. I mean, that is Brock, but interesting they've not named Brock. The event will also feature WWE Undisputed Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, WWE Women's Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and many, many more. Tickets on sale Friday, pre-sale tickets on sale Thursday for those that are interested in attending. Lovely. So, again, NXT PLEs stay on Peacock. Larry, thank you. Tribal Chief, thank you. Saturday night's main event moves to Peacock. It's no longer going to be on NBC. That came from Sean Ross Sapp. Tribal Chief said no more commercials interrupting the show. There's a bit extra here from Raj Giri. So Saturday night's main event goes to Peacock. It's no longer on NBC. The final 2 Saturday night main events have been announced for November 1st and December 13th, which is John Cena's retirement match. Saturday night's main event will continue 4 times each year. So that's not the end of Saturday night's main event. There'll be another 4 next year. I believe the Saturday night's main event thing is connected to SmackDown. SmackDown, when they signed that for USA Network, they also agreed 4 Saturday night's main event shows. So that's why that's going to keep going, right? The network library remains on Peacock through to the end of the year. NXT PLEs remain on Peacock until March of 2026. Nothing changes regarding SmackDown. That stays on USA Network. And then, of course, 30 days later, you get that show on Peacock. So, bum. Right, the ESPN DTC app, direct-to-consumer app, which will feature the WWE PLEs starting in the spring, launches tomorrow. tomorrow. That app launches tomorrow, Robbie. Thank you. John Cena's retirement match will take place Saturday night's main event in December. We sort of knew that anyway. ESPN has removed the AEW tab from their professional wrestling section on their website. Interesting. Right, here's Brandon Thurston, ESPN press release. So, ESPN's DTC streaming platform launches tomorrow. And that's the one that people are really questioning. Like, okay, I understand it's going to ESPN for Wrestlepalooza, September 20th. How do I watch it? You need this app. And apparently, if you're subscribed to ESPN, you should just get this app anyway. I don't know if it gives us any details there. Here, on September 20th, ESPN becomes the exclusive US domestic home for all the WWE PLEs, with all the PLEs available to ESPN's DTC subscribers with the unlimited plan. So I don't know if you need to be on that unlimited plan, but yeah, there it says ESPN DTC, the unlimited plan. So hopefully that's something which is useful for those of you that are still scratching your heads. We covered that. Right now, YouTube TV is not included in the ESPN Unlimited carriage, but ESPN sources tell Fightful they are optimistic that a deal will be reached by WrestleMania. So here you can see we've got information as to ESPN. There's a tick for Hulu, but there's no tick for YouTube TV or cable satellite TV. So, yeah, this is massively confusing rollout for many reasons. Clearly, they want to encourage more Hulu signups, but obviously, some cable providers are included. So, Sean Ross App saying that the whole ESPN rollout of this app, it is very confusing. If you signing up for a bundle is a pain. For example, if you cancel your current bundle on Disney, you can't even sign up for the enhanced one. It just prompts you to resume your old one. So I think there's quite a bit of headaches around this new app. And there we go. CM Punk is among the superstars that will have a major match at Wrestlepalooza now. Hopefully, that's everything I've seen. That's everything I know. Hopefully, I've explained that as clear as possible, because I've had people asking me going, but I thought this wasn't starting until next year. Well, hopefully, we've explained that. Yeah. And we've spoke about Wrestlepalooza. We've spoken about the app and that's launching tomorrow. Hopefully, we've ticked all the boxes, right? There's still going to be elements of like trying to figure a few things out, but by and large, you know what I know now. Right, let's find out, though, a little bit more about Clash in Paris. Here is Adam Pearce.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you're having a great week. Look, if you have paid attention at all, you've seen how things have gone down between Roman Reigns and Big Bronson Reed. In fact, Bronson said it himself. Every time he's in the same place at the same time as the OTC, he leaves the man laying and he takes his shoes. Where I'm from, that's disrespect. And we're going to find out if that disrespect continues at Clash in Paris, because it will be Big Bronson Reed one-on-one with Roman Reigns. After all, it's like the old saying goes, if the shoe fits, it is official.
That is the old saying. Yeah, we've all said it. Raymond, thank you. Oh, horrible news. Fly music, thank you. So, Trish, 7 hours ago saying my mama is gone. I don't even know how to write this. She passed last week, and I haven't been able to find the words. So she actually raced back, or she didn't race back. She didn't even go to a convention in Wales. And she was like, I'm really sorry to my fans, but my mum's not doing well at the moment. And I don't want something to happen and for me to be miles and miles away. So I need to kind of be here. So I've had to cancel my appearance. And sad news has come through that actually her mum has passed. So thoughts very much with Trish. That's so hard. So there we go. I mean, she just doesn't even know what to say. And you can totally understand that. So I think a lot of love for Trish. A lot of love for this guy as well. The Steam Pig. Look at this. The Steam Pig, Ridge Holland. So Ridge has got a new nickname, the Steam Pig, and he's actually changed over his username here, right, on X. And we were talking about how I don't think it's going to work, man. I mean, he's trying to play it quite serious, and it's like, this is such a wacky name, Steam Pig. I think if you're going to do it, do it. come out in the mask, have like steam coming off, a bit like Vader's Mastodon helmet. You know what I mean? Like, come out with something that looks sick. Get Jason Baker to do it for you. Have steam coming out of it. And, like, make it part of your entrance. Have the crowd, like, steam pig, steam pig, steam pig. I don't know. At the moment, he's just got it kind of a little logo, and it's written on his trunks, and that's about it, really. So we'll have to see where this leads. I'm really interested to know if this is going to get over. It was certainly over during our Evolve watch-along. So there we go. And he picked up the win as well against Shawn Legacy. That's a good result for him. Right, ringside news just saying that the NXT No Mercy date and location has now been revealed, and here it is. So NXT No Mercy is actually planned for Florida, Fort Lauderdale, on September 27th. So again, reminder, NXT PLEs, they stay on Peacock. So that means that on September 20th, when you want to watch Wrestlepalooza, you're going to have to go to ESPN. When you want to watch NXT No Mercy the next week, you're going to have to go over to Peacock. So there we go. Now let's jump into other, because I think there's a few bits in here. Tommy Dreamer said he had no problem with Paul Heyman's mention. He said, I was trending number 3. It was Raw, Bengals, and me, which was cool. I thought that was awesome. So there we go, Tommy Dreamer, loving the fact he was trending following those Heyman comments. Becky Lynch says she would love to have another child. And this guy here is like, wow, that's great heel work. She's already trying to steal Naomi's spotlight. Apparently, Rue keeps asking her, like, when you're not as busy and not making as much money, can I get a little brother? Becky was on Cody's podcast. So that's where these comments have kind of come from. Right, Shawn Michaels, take the sound down. Just a little bit of behind-the-scenes footage here. This is how we rolled into Heatwave this Sunday. So here you can just see a few bits being, like, set up and checked over, and just kind of seeing Shawn behind the scenes, you know. And it's kind of interesting. It's kind of a few little bits in here. I like these behind-the-scenes kind of clips. Little glimpses. I don't think it gives us too much kind of info, but there he is. Look at Gorilla with Matt Bloom. Just kind of watching the action as a few bits were like going down. There's Javon. Shake of the hand. There's Trick just checking in as well. Thanks, Philly. So there we go. Very good. Right, John Cena said the audience, my goodness, we've been going back and forth for almost 25 years now. You're tireless. You've got an energy of an everlasting battery. I've tried to break you and I can't. You've got me on the ropes. This is my last nerve. I've said I'm going to retire and I will go down swinging, trying to crack your resolve. But damn it, you guys are tough. You are my biggest rival. So there we go. He said that WWE Universe is his biggest rival. I wonder if that's because, like, when he was a babyface, he still had people saying, like, Cena sucks, so he couldn't win them over. And then when he was a heel, he still had people wearing his merch and cheering him, and he couldn't get them to hate him. Like, he just never seems to be able to get the whole crowd to either boo him or cheer him. I think the irony, though, is that I think he was doing that, like, 2023. 2024, I think we'd kind of reached a point where Cena was just a legend, you know, a GOAT. And actually, I think everyone was kind of united behind him. So I think he had actually got there. And then he threw it away with that kind of heel turn. I think you'll see it now. I mean, I don't think you're going to have Cena sucks chance for the rest of this year. I think every time you see Cena now, the place is just going to go crazy. So, yeah, I think actually he might have cracked us for this final few months. Becky explains why she prefers being a heel. She said, I'm better at making people look good. I'm not a cool wrestler. I don't have cool moves, but I am really good at knowing where to put other people's cool stuff. So she says she knows how to make other people's cool looking moves look good. And that's why she thinks she is good at being a heel, which I thought was interesting. This was good as well. So Asuka, very slow and softly spoken on her YouTube channel, just spoke about Iyo. She said that she's still angry. She said that she gives a bit of backstory, and she says that she is the senior. She got into wrestling before Iyo. Iyo is the junior. And tradition says that Iyo should respect Asuka And Asuka said that she's never really cared for that tradition, and she's always seen Iyo as an equal and as a friend, and they even teamed together. And, that's not a tradition that she follows. But she did think that they would always support each other. And actually, she doesn't feel like that's what's been happening over this kind of recent periods. And so, she gets a bit, choked at the end. She sort of struggles to find the words and just turns the camera off. I actually thought it was really good. It goes for, there's a clip doing the rounds of, 3 minutes that I watched. I thought it was really good. Larry, thank you. So, Ricky Steamboat's original WrestleMania 3 pay stub. So, he picked up $50,000 for WrestleMania 3. I think he had, a $200 advance. So, he picked up $49,800. It's not bad, is it? That's not bad. Late 80s. All them years ago. $50,000 for WrestleMania 3. Psst, that's not bad at all, man. Honestly. Makes me depressed. Right, 915, thank you. So, WWE on USA said, do Alexa and Charlotte need some backup? Obviously, they are a little bit outnumbered at the moment with the Hervis and Chelsea. Honestly, not so much I've thought about, but maybe Nikki could kind of help them out. Don't know. I'm a bit split on it. Is that really how we're going to have Nikki and Alexa join up to, bring down the Hervis? Don't know. We'll have to see. It's interesting. That's why I included it. So this is a quote from Kevin Owens. He said, I have high hopes that with Naomi and Gigantic Jim, the nicest bloodline member despite being so misguided, as his parents, he seems to have decided that Naomi and Gigantic Jim are having a son, right? As his parents. The child will turn out to be a decent human being, unlike his uncles and the children of his various family members, former tag team partners. I mean, couldn't he have just said congratulations? Natalya, congrats to her. So, Cross Disciple, thank you. Natty Neidhart has made history, announcing on Instagram that she will be the first woman to win the prestigious Lou Thez Award from the Cauliflower Alley Club. The award is one of the highest honors in professional wrestling and is named after the legendary multiple-time NWA World Champion, the first woman to win that award. Very, seriously, very, very prestigious. So, massive honor there for Natalya. Oh, yeah, this was kind of interesting. Black Ice, thank you. So, this person's like, hang on, I've seen this outfit before. And just saying that it looks very similar to what the Tonga Twins were wearing in NWA. And one of the Tonga Twins responded. It's funny, actually, because James was talking to us on the watch-along about the Tonga Twins, saying he'd like to see them come in. So I thought it was kind of interesting that they had this was doing the rounds today. I'm not sure it leads anywhere, but again, interesting. And here is Anthony Taylor, who is done a lot of boxing with Misfits. He's also fought Tommy Fury and done a lot of boxing stuff. He said, I'm blessed with the opportunity to finally get a WWE tryout this year coming up. So he's going to actually be trying out for WWE. If you've watched any Misfits stuff, you'll know that he's very charismatic, very confident. I think he would be a good addition if they did bring him in. He's jacked. He looks good as well. I mean, it's hard because they've got a lot of really promising talent. But yeah, that's interesting. We'll have to see how he does. So Aaron, thank you. So that was other. Let's jump over to Wyatt's. Got a couple of things in the Wyatt's folder. So, yeah, this is really interesting. I'm not going to play them because obviously we've already gone a little bit long. But here it's basically talking about the houses. Now, there are no images, but they do say that they've been trying to really think about putting lots of Easter eggs in the house. So apparently, there's going to be mannequins, still life bodies around the house, and they're apparently representing the victims of Bray and the Wyatt Six. Apparently the shirts they're wearing are going to correspond to some of the Wyatt Six's victims and some of Bray's victims, and they're just talking about lots of little Easter eggs that are going to be dotted around. So if you go in the house and you're a WWE fan, you might actually pick up on a lot more than someone that's not a WWE fan. I thought that was cool. And apparently they've created a character based on the Fireflies. Again, I don't know what that's going to look like, but they said they were really inspired by the lights in the crowd, and they've actually created like a character that's based on that. They've obviously worked with Bo, and they've worked with WWE, they've worked with Rob Fee. I don't think there's going to be anything too wacky in here, right? I think it's all going to be done very tastefully. Until we see it, we just don't know. But yeah, a few interesting details kind of coming out from that. This is Huskus's Muscle Man Slop. So this is such a big deal. They make such a big deal out of this. So apparently there's like food. So there's like food based on Fallout and Terrifier. And this is what you can get that represents the Firefly Funhouse. This is based on Huskus. It's called Huskus Muscle Man Slop. So there we go. You can purchase that and try that. And there's a drink as well. It's called the Light Way, or Light the Way. WWE presents the horrors of the Wyatt Six. I'm not sure what's in it, but that is a drink that is based on the Wyatt Six and the Lantern and all of that. So yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? As well as that, we've got this doing the rounds. Macaroon. So you can see all these different macaroons. Well, there is the WWE one. It looks like the Bray logo. So there we go. God, they go crazy. I didn't realize that this was this big. I thought it was just a house. I didn't realize there was food shacks and all the food was themed and all this merch. It's a big deal, isn't it? So Wrestling Dynasty, thank you. And then a bit of news coming through. Not loads of detail, but here we can see WWE has been planning a feud between the Wyatt Six and the MFTs for a while, and now they're expected to begin it in the near future. There was no clear timeline, but it was expected to be soon. Friday's reveal confirmed that the creative has now started the next big faction war. So there we go. It seems like the Wyatt Six and the MFTs going to be colliding, mate. Going to be colliding. I don't know what Nikki's going to do. There's no females in the MFTs. So I'm not sure what this means for Nikki, but I suppose she can jump on the back of someone, trip people over. You know, she doesn't necessarily have to have a match. She might go off and help Alexa and Charlotte, maybe, as they're battling the Secret Service. Just leave the boys to it. But I don't know. I could see her, like, cross-bodying or something like that, you know, and taking people down and playing a part in the feud. So there we go. Lots of WYATTS news. Fun. I don't think there's loads of fun. Cody Rhodes cannot keep it together when talking about come and go. And I was like, sorry, what? What's this about?
The KUM. Running, I don't have shoes on. We're at this come and go. That's the name of the place in Iowa.
KUM.
KUM. And go. Like Colby runs in, also not wearing shoes. Nobody's wearing shoes. Everybody's cold. And then
in the come and go.
In the come and go. In the come and go. And then Andy runs in. He's like,
I think this is the name of maybe a, I don't know, petrol station or hotel chain, or I've never heard of it. But I mean, Cody just can't keep a straight face, man. He can't keep a straight face. I mean, I heard that was the approach that Big Jim took with Naomi as well. So, hey, look, Becky Lynch reveals to Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes' last words to her. I was following him around. I was annoying the shiz out of him. I was giving him this idea, and he just goes, shut up, Becky. I couldn't ask for better last words. So, there we go. That was Dusty's last words to Becky. Shut up, Becky. She loves it. She loves it. Devon, thank you. It's a nice Clash in Paris shirt, isn't it? I did wonder, I haven't had a chance to look yet. My head's spinning from WrestlePalooza and ESPN and all of that, right? But I did wonder if they were going to do like a lot of different Mona Lisa type merch bits. I did wonder, actually, this is the Rhea Ripley one. I wouldn't be surprised if they've done other superstars in this sort of style. Because obviously the Mona Lisa is in the Louvre in France. Paris, I believe, and that's where we are clashing in Paris. So you can sort of see why they've gone for that kind of style, that kind of Mona Lisa type vibe. So yeah, goods. Oh, I just enjoyed this. So do you remember earlier in that press release, it says John Cena is going to face a wrestler that he hasn't faced in more than a decade, right? WrestleVotes then clearly joked. They're aware of the news. They watched SummerSlam. Right? They know that Brock attacked. They know that Brock is going to be involved in a feud. They're aware. This is what they do for a living, right? So they joked. WWE are seemingly going to run back Cena against Lord Tensai, right? And then this person, Harris, went, it's John Cena, Brock Lesnar. And WrestleVote's like, thanks, Harris. That was, yeah, we were joking. It was a joke. I was actually really surprised, you know. Becky put a tweet out the other day saying how irresponsible getting pregnant whilst you're a champion. I was so surprised the amount of people that didn't realise she was like being ironic, because she had done that and she knows that she did that, and she was sort of, it was a joke. And there were so many people going, I can't believe Becky is like saying this. Like, didn't she do this exact same thing? It's like, yeah. That's the joke. Like, she's joking. She's being ironic. And that's what I don't think this plays very well, does it, on social media? People think everyone's just being serious all the time. So there we go. I did enjoy that. Their response, I mean, fair play to them. They could have been like, dude, we were joking. But instead they just went, thanks, Harris. Thanks. Right, let's go community and let's get out of here. So, Junk Wax Obsessed said, here's my signed collection. Not including my Alexa cards. Those are in a glass case. These are nice, mate. I can see Mr. Stone and Nikki and Loomis. Lots of Loomis. We got Asuka. We got Shotzi. We got JC. Dragon Lee. You got some lovely bits in there. Some nice bit. Bushwhacker Luke caught me off guard. I was like, it's not really Bushwhacker Luke. But there we go. We got a Bushwhacker in there as well. So very good. Love that, buds. And Wild Child Billy said, I just got this Hulk Hogan figure. This Hogan will have a special place in my heart. So there we go. Wild Child Billy. Congrats, buds. Very good. And let's do thanks and we're gone. So Randy versus Edwards, Huddle Talk, It's Kaz81, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Raymond, He Who Smiles, Alfie78800, a little bit of a fan, Claire Webb, and Silverback. Shout out to all of you guys. Appreciate the support as always. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.